Okay, so at first I thought that Jen was gonna be on my hit list, but Mary girl, what's all of this? What's this talk about you not liking to pull up on convenience stores where the black folks standing outside? What's that about? Let me know, Mary. Let me know.
The thing is, the cops saw it, so they didn't pull it.
Welcome back to the channel. Thank you for clicking on the video. This is another review for Real Housewives of Salt Lake City, Season 1, Episode 5, Ladies Who Lunch. We are picking up where we left off. We are still at the luncheon. And Jen is talking about how she doesn't have a filter and, basically explaining why she blew up the way she did. She's trying to convey that to the rest of the ladies. Mary don't really want to hear it. So she's interrupting, she's basically trying to call BS. And she's being rude, by the way. Like, she's not letting that lady get anything out. She's like, I'm trying to explain to you, like, what this is. I'm trying to explain to you. She's like, I say things that you guys might think. And then Mary's like, oh, girl, I wouldn't say anything that comes out of your mouth. I wouldn't say none of that. Nobody at this table would say half of the things that come out your mouth. No, girl, we wouldn't do that. And so then they start having a back and forth. And she tells Jennifer to leave. She's just like, oh, girl, all right, bye. You're excused. Bye. Bye. And Jen, is taken aback. But she gets up to go. She's like, girl, I ain't got time for this. I'm going to go. You want me to go? All right, I'm leaving. She gets up to leave. Lisa and Heather, of course, are like, no, let's not do this, ladies. Let's try to see if we can, bring it on down and have the conversation. And Mary is still like, I'm not trying to do all of that. She needs to leave. And I think Mary is more upset, because she didn't get that apology right after Meredith got hers. And so now it's just like, okay, let me stir it up some and you can just go. I'm just going to put you out because you didn't apologize to me. You didn't address what I wanted you to address. So I'm just going to put you out. Heather gets up to leave and goes outside, of course, to stop Jen. And she ends up bringing her back inside. But Mary is still at the table with Meredith, Lisa, and Whitney. And she's sitting up there crying and carrying on. And it don't even be tears. It's just weird. That woman is weird. She is strange lady. Heather comes back in with Jen. And, everybody sits back down and Jen tries to explain herself again with more, now she has, more calm demeanor, cooler heads. And once she tries to start talking again, Mary again is interrupting because she is so hell-bent on not understanding her. She's that type of person. Listen, I'm focusing on misunderstanding you. That's what I'm about. I'm here to misunderstand you. I don't want to, come to no resolve with you. I just want to go back and forth. That's the vibe Mary gives off. It's like, girl, this lady is trying to explain something to you. Like, she's trying to come to some type of resolution with you. And you gung-ho on, like, I ain't feeling it. I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear nothing you got to say. Mary calls Heather Two-Face. Because Heather tries to jump in and help out, and Heather got her head bit off. And then Whitney, does Whitney do this? Yeah, Whitney tries to interject as well. And Whitney gets her head bit off too. And she just basically like, girl, you're 30. You don't even, and Whitney is like, damn, what my age got to do with anything? Yeah, I'm 30 and y'all grown as hell, older than me. Your old asses is up here acting like you 10. So what we saying? I didn't understand that either. It's just, oh, you're not saying, you're not on my side. You're not saying what I wanted, what I want you to hear, what I want to hear. Excuse me. So I'm just gonna dismiss all y'all. She was dismissing all of them. If you wasn't chiming in to say, oh, Mary, you right, apologize to Mary, then she was biting your head off, and it was gonna be dismissed. If you don't have my back, if you ain't chiming in to be on my team, then what you chiming in for? But she called her two-faced and all of that. And we all like, two-faced? Like what? Mary girl, whatever. Mary then calls Jen a hoodlum. Where'd that even come from? Called her a hoodlum, which made Jen think about a situation, because she said, like, I see you, girl. I see you. She made her think about a situation where she had a conversation with Mary, and Mary essentially was like, if I pull up to the gas station or pull up to a 7-Eleven and I see black folks outside, I'm just going to go to another 7-Eleven. And she sat in her confessional and sat right on in there, stood right on in there, 10 toes down, standing in that BS. Oh yes, I don't do convenience stores and hospitals. No, girl, shut up. So how you get your gas? How much you don't do convenience stores? That comment was very elitist, and Jen wasn't here for it. And in that moment, Jen was like, you know what, girl, you got it. You got it. I see y'all. I'll see you tomorrow. I'll see y'all later. You guys have a good night. I'm out. I can't take no more. And so she just leaves after that. All of the women are, like in their respective homes. You know how they go to each little spot for a few minutes, show a little bit of the filming. And they segued into Heather, who is cooking breakfast for her children, her daughters, and the oldest, she dating this boy, and he on his way over to the house. Heather mentioned the fact that in the Mormon church, they don't really allow all this dating and carrying on, maybe one school dance and that's it. Outside of that, it could lead to sex. And it's like, yeah, that's true. But they gonna do it anyway. So these little Mormon rules, half of these kids don't care. And her kids, she don't even take them to church halfway. Like, she gives them, they have an option. Would you like to go? Do you want to go? Maybe, maybe not. Heather, she mentioned the fact that, she's not raising them, with those strict Mormon guidelines or whatever. Their guidelines for dating, that is. She's not raising them like that. She wants them to be carefree and in love. And I was like, whoa. That's where we part ways, Heather, cause no ma'am, you might have you a little friend, when we call them a little friend, you might have your little friend in high school, but that's it. That's your little friend. Don't be trying to get serious. I'm not carefree and in love. Yeah, that is exactly how the babies are made. That's exactly being all carefree and in love. Child. Okay, Heather. Meredith picks up Seth from the airport, and Seth talking about how much he love Ohio. He always getting around on some, so when we gonna get back together? So when you gonna let me move back in? And this time it's, so when you move into Ohio, you and the kids, y'all not coming to Ohio? And of course she's like, no, we're not doing the Ohio move. I have moved here, there, and everywhere for your little business. No. And he gonna say, well, my headquarters is in Orlando. Okay, well, mine is here. We're not moving again. She is adamant about that. Ain't nobody going to Ohio. Nope, not gonna happen. You might as well hang it up. They end up dropping the subject anyway, because that ain't gonna do nothing but start a fight. Mary is at home. She's sitting around looking so tacky. And I know y'all saw the thumbnail. When I saw them two little braids poking out from under all the weave, I sat there in awe. Because who does that? doesn't tuck their real hair up under the wig? Like, you just gonna let your real hair just hang out, and it's not even the same texture. It's not the same color. Y'all saw the thumbnail. I can't with Mary because what you thinking? What are you thinking? Getting on TV like that. Anyway, she at home talking to her husband about the situation, and then Jen, we see her, simultaneously. She's talking to her husband on FaceTime. And the difference in the dynamics of their marriage, it was obvious. Over there with Mary and her husband, he enables all of that, grandeur that she gives, and he with the shits just like she is, and he enables it. I don't think he check her for her BS ever. I don't think he, reads between the lines of nothing ever. It's just, you right, Mary. You right. It was weird. Jen and her husband, however, the dynamic is more, like husband and wife. Like, he's building her up. Telling her when she's doing too much, giving her an encouraging word. The whole time he just kept talking about how beautiful she was and how happy he was to see her. Like, the love was just all there. I was just like, oh, like they really do love each other. Like we ain't even gonna say, how Jamal live in Giselle phone over there and it ain't no love and you can tell. With them, it's different. It's different. Them two in love. Like, for real. She love that man. But she's upset. Even with the whole spat she had with Mary. Even though they talked about a lot. What really upset her was the whole hoodlum comment. And how she basically made that elitist comment about black people. It was prejudice. And it was nasty to say to another person of color. And she took offense to it. She's like, I got black boys. Like, that's what you think? If my sons was outside a gas station, you wouldn't pull up because they're standing out there? She took offense to that, as she should. Her husband is black. She said, sis, like, I got all the black people in my family. You wouldn't roll up to the gas station if they was outside? Nope, she said she wouldn't. And Mary stood in that. I mean, I guess I can respect that. We can respect that about Mary. Mary gonna say what she said and say, I said what I said. Okay, girl. Whitney goes to see her brother, who is a martial arts instructor. They have a little class, chit chat about it's not his dad. They had a blended family going on. But she's very close with him. They talk about their dad. He's going to sober living sober house. That's what it's called, I think. Kind of like a halfway house, like when you get out of jail. They got to send you somewhere, to transition back into society. It's the same for rehab, especially like when you court order. Like, they make you do the rehab, and after you finish the rehab, then we're gonna do an outpatient, and after the outpatient, then we're gonna do sober house. Like, it has to be a trickling down thing. Like, you just don't get out of rehab and then just go home. It's more to it because it's a disease, and like, you have to recondition everything because your brain and your body has been dependent on whatever substance it was for so long. And that was his thing. He thought that he was good, but he, started to have withdrawal symptoms still. So he got to go to sober house. And let me say, I did not like Whitney's little Marilyn Monroe look. First of all, her whole titty was about to fall out. I can't do that one little flap over the titty and then one sleeve. Cause first of all, the way mine is set up, it's not going down, sis. Whole titty finna be falling out the thing. It's sitting in my damn lap because ain't nowhere in the world my breast gonna sit up with nothing but a little piece of fabric sitting in front of it. It's not even like cupping it and holding it up. It's just there. So Whitney looked like if she moved any wrong way, we was gonna see areola and nipple. I hated that look, and I don't like the wig either. I did not like that wig either. Now, when she had the little pink, is it a dress? It's a little pink number, and she has a ponytail and like these two little sides. She looks so cute with that outfit. And that look is cute. The little ponytail look with the two bangs on the side. That one was cute, Whitney. But miss me with that Marilyn Monroe wig and this little whatever this is. I don't like that. Lisa throwing a party for her son Henry at the bowling alley. Whatever. Lisa don't be giving nothing in her scenes with her family. She and her husband sit down and talk. They talk marriage and all of that, blah, blah, blah. You know, in the Mormon church, they don't even believe in death until death do us part. They believe in eternal marriage. You marry even in eternity. So if he died, you still married him? Like, can you move on? Is that what they mean? Like, if your spouse passes away, you still tied down to the deceased spouse? I don't know about that. Don't know about that. Until death do us part is what the vows say. And when somebody dies, then that's that, right? You gonna hold me down? Meaning like I got to stay tied down to a dead person? So she can't date if something happened to her husband and vice versa? They can't move on? We would have to revisit that scripture. We're gonna have to revisit that one, Pastor, because I'm not with it. I'm not with it. Then we see Whitney and her dad headed to sober living. He's going back for 3 months. I think he can do it. I hope he can do it. That haircut that her dad has. His haircut is just so like. It's so Kiss Angels. It's so, rock and roll, like Marilyn Manson. Like, no. No, and no. I hope he come back about the sober living with a different haircut and color, because that black is too black. Meredith and Seth at home, and Seth is leaving again. These people so unhappy. I just wish they'd just get a divorce. It's just obvious. And it's kind of sad because I think that she's moved on. I think that she has found somebody because she don't want him staying there. She don't want to move back. She don't want to move out to Ohio. And he's like, damn, do you want to live together or not? He wants to work on the marriage. He wants his wife. He up there crying. Like, I felt the way seeing him, break down like that. Like, he knows it's over, but don't want to let her go. Like, he's fighting tooth and nail, like, to the bitter end. Like, please, let's work this out. I do not want to lose my wife. I don't want to lose my family. I want us to be together. And she's like, I want my space. I like being separated. I'm cool with the way things are right now. And maybe that just means she's like y'all are really like starting all over again. And if that's the case, that's okay. Start all over again with her. Date her again, all over again. Do it all over again and see if y'all can do it right this time. But I don't know if that's how she feels. It's like I get the vibe that she done met somebody else and she got one foot in, one foot out. More so out than in. And then with him, it seems like, like he's afraid to lose her. I don't know. But that Meredith and Seth, I don't like it. I don't like the way it make me feel, because it's like, damn, I don't want y'all to break up. I don't even know these folks, but I don't want them to break up. If that man really wants his marriage like that, then Meredith, work it out. Work it out. And if she has moved on and all of that, then she needs to go on ahead and say something, because he up there crying and carrying on. Lord have mercy. Mary and Heather meet up to talk about the luncheon. And of course, it's not me, it's Jen, Mary, same old. She's the victim. Jen is just a mean girl. Jen is jealous of her, blah, 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 blah. She even equated it to being like, oh, she's jealous that, because I'm a black woman. She don't want to see another black woman on top. or something like that. And it's like, girl, what? What? Then she's jealous of all of my bags and all of this stuff I have. She got all of that too. That lady ain't jealous of you. She see you. She see you. Okay, Mary? She see you. That's why she gives you what she gives. Lady is not jealous of what? What do you have that she don't have? Girl, I think you jealous of her. Because she would have married her age. She ain't have to marry her step granddaddy. That's why you mad. That's what the tea is. It ends out there with Mary playing the victim like she always do. Next week seems like it's gonna be good. Heather gonna be up to her same bullshit again because she gonna leave a party with a black man. Heather, girl, I'm trying. I'm really trying. But it seemed like next week, this little mandingo fetish rearing its little ugly head, it's gonna rear its ugly head again. And this time, you know, it's going to be really like in our face. And he looked like he was younger too. Child, Heather better go on somewhere with this mess. Anyway, y'all, that's all I got for Salt Lake City. It's getting good. It's getting good. It was better than Atlanta, of course, so thank God for that. Potomac was better than Atlanta too, and Potomac is off, so we done with that until the reunion. I might have to come back and review them reunions because I know it's gonna be good, and I know y'all been watching it, so we can pick up at the reunion, right? I might have to because I know it's gonna be good. I know at least we're gonna get 2 good episodes. I think it's 4. I think it's 4 parts of this. Anyway, be sure to rate, comment, and subscribe to the channel. It's Call Me Busby, and I'll chat with you later. Peace and light.